Okay guys, so this is part 2 of me reading stories to you. And yes, I am sorry that I left on a word, but anyhow, let's read it back. I tried to explain that magic is more important than math, but I don't think Mom understands. Magic is, I don't understand what you say basically. Unicorns have many enemies, so sometimes I have to protect them. So yeah, those people there are like, they're other unicorns, and she's protecting the unicorn, the real unicorn, from the fake unicorns. Because those are their enemies, because they're fake unicorns. Yeah. Oh, I don't think that's a real unicorn. I think it's just like, I'm pretty sure it's just like their cat, not cat. I think it's just like one of those thingies. I forget what they're called though. Maybe it is a real unicorn. Who knows? Not me. Anyways. Being a unicorn expert is harder than you'd think. Some of them do not have their horns on. That doesn't... Oh, I did not realize that. Anyways, all the unicorns are napping. Really, it's a good thing I'm here. Some people don't even know what a real unicorn looks like. That's why they need me, Sophie Johnson, unicorn expert. Okay, guys. Oh no, my book fell. Well, now I'm going to read you my next book called The White Elephant, a Southeast Asian folktale. So you can learn things about a white elephant and about Southeast Asian folktales. So let's get started. There's nothing on the back, but it's a long book, so we may need to do it part 3. Once upon a time, in a village near Rangoon, in the country of Burma, there lived 2 tradesmen. Unam, the washerman, was a very hard worker. People knew that the Unam would get their clothes all clean and white. Next to Unam lived Utin, the potter. Utin was lazy. The pots he made were of poor quality and often broke very easily. Whenever Utin made any money, he just squandered it. While Unam's business prospered, Utin's did not. This made Utin jealous. He looked for ways to bring misfortune upon Unam. So what's happening is Utin, the potter, right here, he made a pot. And whenever he makes pots, they break easily. And you can see that there's broken pots there. And Unam was a very hard washerman, worked really hard to make the clothes very clean. Look how clean that is. Look, that's very white. Look, I can't even make my clothes that white. One day, the news spread that the king of the country was coming to the village. Now, it was well known for that the king, above all things, wanted to own a white elephant. White elephants were holy, and nobody but a king was allowed to own one. When the king arrived in the village, Utin went to him and said, "Your Majesty, I know that you want to own a white elephant. This is a washerman in his village called Unam. He has a magic powder that is strong enough to make everything clean. He can certainly make your elephant white for you." So what's happening is the elephant is this one person is telling the king that there's this one washerman, who we call Unam, and just so you know, it's an Asian name. And he's a washerman, and he has a special powder to make every single thing white. So he was saying he could make your elephant white for you. The king was pleased. He called the washerman and ordered him to make his elephant white. Unam was upset at being given such an order. He knew that his enemy, Utin, had told this wicked story to the king. A humble washerman could not disobey the command of a king. Unam had an idea. "It is true, Your Majesty," he said, "that as a washerman, I can make things right. I can only do this, however, by using the skills of my trade. If I am to make your elephant white, I must have a pot large enough to hold the elephant. I am sure that the potter, Utin, can make a pot for such a purpose." So what's happening is he can't just wash it. He had an idea. He can't wash it. He had an idea for his enemy. He just doesn't want to wash it while standing or sitting. He wants it to be in a big pot. So he wants his enemy, Utin, to make a pot big enough for him. The king commanded that Utin makes. It says make. Okay. The king commanded that Utin make the huge pot. He sent Utin a wagon filled with clay and drawn by a bullock. Slowly, Utin conjured a pot that was large enough to hold an elephant. So he actually did it. Oh, wow, he actually did. Oh, no. Oh. No. Oh, no. When the pot was finished, it was filled with water. The elephant was slowly lowered into it. But the pot was not strong enough. It broke into many pieces and the water spilled all over the ground. This made the king angry. He sternly ordered Utin to make a new pot that was large enough and strong enough to hold an elephant. Utin went back to work. The king sent him more block carts full of clay. Soon the shop was surrounded with pots of all shapes and sizes. Okay, guys, if it stops, it's because I have to do a part 3 because the video can only be 10 minutes long. So, at least he finished a pot which was particularly strong. He brought it to the king. Okay, well, guys, see you at part 3. Bye.